Let's now create our blog page. So let's click on the blog page. So here we can see a dummy blog post what we have created at the beginning of this tutorial. So let's go our dashboard first. Here is the dashboard. I'm opening it from a new tab. And for some reason you can't see your blog posts on the blog page. Let's make sure you have set up the settings right. So from settings tab to reading, you make sure you create the post page to blog page like this. So we have already done that. So let's go back to our posts. So I'm clicking here, posts, to all posts. And here's the dummy post. We don't need this anymore. So let's delete it. I'm clicking on trash. And that post is not permanently gone, as we know. Let's click on trash, and I want to delete it permanently. So click on delete permanently. Let's now create our first post. To do that, let's click here on the add new post, or you can do it from here, all post. There you can find add new under all post. So let's now click on add new. So to create our post, we will not be using Elementor editor. We can do it through Wordpress editor. So here is the post title option. We can give our post title here, and here we will post the description of our blog post. So let's now add a title like WordPress blog post, and this editor is the main area for our blog content. So we can basically write everything of our blog inside this visual editor. So if we click on this toggle, these additional options will be hidden, and if we click here, we will get multiple options. This is something similar to Microsoft Word. You can type here and you can make any text bold, italic, you can create bullet points, you can create quotes, you can make any text alignment left or right, you can link anything. So let's have a look. As an example, I'm writing here, it's a heading, and then if we hit enter, it will make a space. So here it's a paragraph, and let's put some dummy content. So I have copied some dummy text and I'm pasting it here to show you how this works. So like if we want to make this a heading, we can do that. Like we have selected this and click here on this paragraph, and here you'll find a couple options. Like if you want to make it heading 1 or heading 2, we can do that. Let's make it heading 2. It's a heading 2 now, and this is our dummy text, and inside that, if we want to make something like this WordPress text bold, we can just select it and click on this bold icon. If we want to make this whole line italic, let's select it and click on italic icon. It's super easy like that. Then here, if we want to make any link, let's select and click JFD, and I want to link it to jimfahaddigital.com. So just select it and click on this link icon, and I want to make a link it to https://jimfahaddigital.com, and let's click apply. It's linked to jimfahaddigital.com. In this way, if we want to add space in between these two, just click here and hit enter. And I want to make it a heading 3. Let's select this, and from paragraph, let's click it H3. So you can see an interesting thing here. Like I have clicked here and made it H3, and this whole became H3. So why is that? Let's undo it. I'm pressing Command Z, and if we add a space in between these two lines by entering an enter button like this, and then if we click over this line and let's now make it H3, only this line become heading 3. And also I want to make this one H3. Recommendations, review search console, I also want to make it H3. Recommendation, I want to add a space in between these two, and also I want to make it H3. Now if I want to add any image inside our blog post, we can do it from here. Like I want to add an image underneath this text or recommendation. So let's click here, hit enter, and here I want to add an image. So let's click here on add media. Let's go to our media library, what images we have uploaded so far. Let's say I want to add this image inside our blog post. Select this and here insert into post. And you see here is the image and you can play with it. There are several options you can do with it. So let's just click on this image, and if you want you can make it align right. If you click here, you see this one is aligned on the right. If you want you can make it aligned left. You can make it centered. So let's make it align right for now, and if you want you can make it bigger only just by dragging this like this. Easy. And also here you can click on this edit icon. From here you can add alternative text, so that is alt text. You can add caption, you can make it alignment left, center, right, or none. You can give it a custom size from here, or you can make a custom size from here, and even you can link it to any URL. Like if I want to link it to jimfahaddigital.com, I can do it from here. So I'm linking it to a custom URL and I want to link it to jimfahaddigital.com. Let's click on update. Then let's add another image. Like under this our recommendation, I want to add an image here. So let's click on add media, and from here let's select this image for now and insert into post. Now let's click on this image, click on edit. Let's make the alignment center, and the size I want to make it really big, so let's select large and hit on update. So this is it. You can play with your image the way you want. So this is our blog post, and even if you want you can change any color of the text. Like here if you want to change the older version text color, just select this, and from here you can make it purple color. It's not purple, it's pink. Or if you want to use delete tag like this, you can click on this strike through icon, so it will show like this. So you will find almost each option whatever is needed to write a blog post inside this visual builder. Let's now have a look on other options. So this is our blog title, this is our blog post text, and on the right here you can create categories for your post. So we are assuming this is a post related to WordPress, so we can make category. We can name it WordPress, click on add new category like this, and you can see here is the format. So I want to keep it on standard format. If we make it to image or quote or video format, then an image or quote or video will be shown on our overview page of our blog. So for now I want the standard format, and then we can add tags, and here is the option for setting featured image. So I'm clicking here, set featured image, and I want to upload an image. For that, select files from Elementor. For the sake of this tutorial, I have created some post thumbnail and named it like 1 2 3 4, but of course you should name it in a proper way, not 1 2 3 4 5 6 in this way, because that's important for search engine optimization. Let's click this one, open it, click on set featured image. So here it is, and let's go on the top. So by default when you click on publish, this post will be published immediately, but you have options to save this post as draft and you can post it later, or even from here you can set a future date. Like if you click on edit, and if you want to post it tomorrow or the next day or any future day you want, you can set that day from here. You can set the exact time when you want to be posted. So I want to post it immediately, so I'm canceling this and I'm clicking here on publish. You see here a permalink of our post is created. So let's click here to see our blog post. I'm opening it from a new tab. So here is our single blog post looking like. Here is the thumbnail image we have set, and then here is the title. Here we can see the date. Here is by Jim Fahad, so author name with no comments, and here is the category WordPress, and here is the text of our blog post we just have created. You see we have changed the color. Here the image, and this image, it looks really big because we have made this big. And here is the comment option. So far it looks good, but I want to customize it a little bit. Like I want to customize this sidebar and some other stuffs. So to do that, let's click on customize. Let's now click on blog. And from here we can customize single blog post, blog page, so everything related to blog. So we are now at our single blog post page. So let's now customize it. I'm clicking here on single post. Here's the options. If we don't want this sidebar, we can select this template. So sidebar is gone, but I want this template, sidebar template. So I'm keeping this one. If you want it on the left, so you can select this. I want the sidebar on the right. And here's the option. If you want this border, you can keep this. If you don't want this border, you can select this one. I want the border. You can change single post color from here, and you can change the width of your blog post from here. Like if you want to reduce the blog post width of this whole, you can do it from here. Like if you set it 1000 pixel, it will be narrower, but I want it on default site max width. Then you can play with the content style. Like if you want, you can make it look like something like this, but I want the default one. And here is the option for display content top margin. If we see, here is a top margin here. If we don't want that, we can disable this. So now our top margin is gone. And on this single page, I don't want to show this thumbnail, so I can disable it from here. Disable post media. I'm disabling it, and our thumbnail is gone because I don't want that in our single blog post. Now here's the option for display post informations. So these are post informations. If we disable this, all are gone, but I want this informations to show, so I'm enabling it again. And you can enable or disable each thing from here. Like if you want to disable the post date, you can disable it from here. I want it to be enabled. Then the post author name, you can enable it or disable it. Comment numbers, you can enable or disable it. Here is post category, I want to show it. And then here is couple more options. Like you see, here is share button option, it's enabled. And here display tag section, if we go at the bottom of this post, you see there is no tags, because if we go on the back end, you see here is the option for adding tags. We haven't added any tags, so there is no tags, and I don't want to show these empty tags, so I'm disabling this one as well. And here's the option for display author section. If I enable it, let's enable it. So here you can see my picture and my name. This is basically coming from our WordPress account. I'm showing you shortly how you can do it. Let's have a look on other customization option. And here is the options for display next and previous post. As we have only one post right now, so we cannot see it. But when we will post couple more posts, we'll come back here and we'll customize those options as well. So for now we are good. Let's go on the top of this page, publish it for now, close this, and it's looking like it now. Here is our title, here's our informations, here is the content, here is some images, then here is the author name and image, and here's the options for comment. So let's have a look now how you can create your image profile picture from WordPress. So let's go to our dashboard and let's click on users to all users. I'm the only user, or you can go from here on the top right corner, edit my profile. Here you can see the options. here you can see the image. This is basically coming from Gravatar account. So if I click on Gravatar from a new tab, basically you need to create a Gravatar account. It's free. You just need to click here, create your own Gravatar and upload a profile picture there. That's it. So when you will be creating your account, you need to put your email address first. So use the same email address you are using on your WordPress website. Then your Gravatar profile picture will be synced and come here automatically. You don't have to do anything manually. Just keep the two email addresses same. Alright, let's close this and close this. So this is our single blog post page, and here on the right I also want to change this. I only want to show recent posts with a nice thumbnail, and I don't want this search or archives categories here on the right. To do that, let's go back to our dashboard here. And first, I think you need to know from where these are coming from. These are basically coming from WordPress widgets. So if we go to our dashboard and from here appearance to widgets, you can see all these widgets. Widgets are additions to your website that will show informations in a certain way. So this is basically coming from this global primary widget area. So you see here search widget, recent post, recent comments, archives, categories, meta. If you look at this sidebar here, you can also see recent posts, recent comments like this. So these widgets are coming from here. So I don't want these widgets, so let's delete this. Delete this one. So I'm deleting all these. If we now refresh our single blog post page, let's refresh this. Now you can't see anything because we have removed all the widgets from global primary widget area. And WordPress have some default widgets within it like calendar, code, contact form. If we want to add a calendar on the right, so we need to click on this calendar here and we need to set it to global primary widget area. That means inside this widget area, and scroll down, click on add widgets. So calendar is added here. Click on done, and let's now refresh the WordPress blog post. You can see the calendar here, but I don't want the calendar. I'm just showing you how widgets works. So let's go back to widgets and let's delete this calendar. Now refresh it. It's gone. I want to add here recent posts with a nice thumbnail, so I need a plugin for that. So let's install that plugin first. So I'm going back to our WordPress dashboard. I'm going to plugins to add new plugin, and here search plugins. I'm searching for recent posts widgets. So here's the plugin recent posts widget with thumbnails. You see it has 100k active installations, so of course it's a good one. Let's install now. It's installed. Now let's click on activate. The plugin is activated now. So from appearance, let's go on widgets. And here in this global primary widget area, inside this widget area, we want to add looking for recent posts widget that we have just installed the plugin. Here it is, recent post with thumbnail. So I'm clicking here and I want it to add inside this widget area. So here is the global primary widget area checked. Let's go here, click on add widget. So it's added here inside global primary widget area, and here is couple options to make the settings. Here title for the widget, I want to name it recent posts. Number of posts to show 5. Yeah, 5 is fine. Open post in new window, no, is sticky. And there are a couple more options. The default options are fine, but if you want, you can change this as your wish. I'm good with the default settings. All good. All categories. Here's the thumbnail width. So they give lots of options you can customize. So I'm good with the default. Let's click on save. Done. Now let's go back to our single blog post page and refresh this one. If we now look at right, you can see the recent posts widget, and here is our recent post. We only have one post and we have set 5 recent posts. Here if we go on widgets, if we open the settings, you can see number of posts to show 5. So our recent 5 posts will be shown here, and now it looks okay. Now scroll down. We're good with the rest of the page, and here you can see only my headshot and my name. I also can add some text about me. So if I want to talk about myself a little bit as the author of this blog post, I can write about myself a little bit. So to do that, let's go here on the top right, click edit my profile, and here we just have seen how to change the profile picture, and here you see biographical information. So here I'm putting some information about myself. So here it is. My name is Fahad. I'm an online teacher and a full-time web developer. I have been professionally developing websites for the last 10 years and I love to share my knowledge with my audiences. Alright, now click on update profile. If we now go back to our blog post and refresh the page, scroll down, here you can see my headshot, my name, and some information about myself. And here's the comment section. I can comment here as author of this blog post, like if I type, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me here, something like that, and click on submit. So here is the comment of mine, and on the right side of my name it shows I'm the author. And if I now log out, so I'm not the admin of this website right now. I'm assuming I just come here on this page just to read this blog post. So if I now scroll down here, I can see the author name, author's comment, and if I now want to make any comment, I can do it in this way. I'm assuming my name is John Doe, so I need to put my name here, John Doe, and email address maybe john@jimfahaddigital.com. Website, let's keep it empty, and in the comment section let's write awesome post and click on submit. Now if we have a look, it says your comment is awaiting moderation, so admin needs to approve my comment. Let's now go back to our WordPress admin panel. So our elementor.com/WordPress admin, hit enter. I need to log in again, and here you can see one notification on comments. If I click on the comments, I can see the comment what John Doe made. He says awesome post. Here's the option, I can approve it or I can trash it directly. So this is a nice comment. I want to approve it. Let's click on approve. If we now go back to our blog page and refresh the blog post page, and let's scroll down here. Here you can see the John Doe's post is now displaying. As a blog post author, I can even reply him like, thanks John, submit. Here it shows nicely, so we can understand easily it's the response of John Doe's comment. Alright, now if you think you need to edit your post, you have misspelled something or you need to edit something, so you can do that from here. You can click here edit post. Now I want to remove these from the top on this blog post, so I'm removing these, and here I also want to remove the space from the top. Also, if you wonder how this visual editor works, you can click here on this text tab. So right now you can see here the WordPress is bold, or if we want to create this WordPress word bold, and if we now click on this text tab, we can see here this WordPress text is within a strong HTML tag. So this is basically under the hood codes what WordPress do for us. So we don't necessarily need to work in this text tab, we can do everything from this visual tab. Now I also want to change the blog post title to this. I can update it now, but I also want to change the permalink because right now this post is all about WordPress maintenance checklist, and I also want to say that on our URL because that URL part is important, that says to Google that it's all about WordPress maintenance checklist. So it's good for SEO. SEO stands for search engine optimization. And instead of 2019, I want to make it 2020. And let's edit the permalink here. Click on edit. Instead of WordPress blog post, I want it to say 2020 WordPress maintenance checklist. I keep the spaces, but when I click on OK, WordPress itself adds some dashes in between the words. Alright, now click on update. If we now click on permalink, it all looks good. Our URL is also changed. So now let's create our next post. We can create our next post from here as well. At the top bar, hover on new and let's click on post. Now let's add a title here, and inside the visual editor I want to put some dummy text here. I want to keep the format standard for this one as well. And this post is all about landing pages, so I want to create a new category here. I'm clicking add new category. I want to name it landing pages. So from next, if I want to write any blog post about landing pages, like landing pages tips and tricks or anything regarding landing pages, I can post that under this category, landing pages. Let's create this category, add new category. I can create more categories from here, like if I want to create a category named business. So in this category, I only want to write about business posts. Click on add new category. Then maybe tips and tricks. Add new category. Another one maybe website basics. Add new category. So I can check a single category for this post or multiple category at the same time. So this post is not a website basic post or it's not a tips and tricks, so I want to uncheck this too. I'm selecting business and landing pages category for this post. Let's scroll down here, the featured image, set feature image, upload files, select files, and I want to add this one. Open it, set featured image, here it is, and let's now publish it. Here is the permalink. Let's click here. So this is our second post, and right now on the right sidebar you can see on recent posts widget, here is our two recent posts, and here you can see the two categories, business and landing pages here. Let's scroll down. Here is the author name and here is the comment option. Alright, now I want to create few more blog posts on the same way we just have created. So I'm fast forwarding the video now. So I have created few more blog posts on the same way. Now let's go on to all posts. Here you can see all the blog posts, title, author name, and the categories I have selected for these posts. Let's now go to our front end, click on visit site, and if we now click on blog, so this is our blog page, and here you can see all the blog posts together. But I want to make our blog page look really clean. So like our single blog post, I also want to customize our blog page. So let's click on customize. Now let's click on blog, and from here blog page. So here is the blog page customization option. First you can see the blog template. So if we scroll down a little bit, here is the templates. If we click on this one, it looks like this, centered everything, but I don't want that. I want to have this template. Now look at this. It looks really clean now. Let's scroll to the very top of this page, but I don't want this. By default, here our last blog post is showing in this way. Sometimes it looks good, It depends on your website actually. If you have a food blog or travel blog, then this kind of top banner thing looks cool on those blog pages. But I don't want this. I want to disable this. To do that, let's go back. Now click on blog slider. So by default, display slider is enabled. I want to make it disabled. So it's gone. Right now it looks more clean. And I don't want the recent posts on our blog page. I want that our single blog post page, but not in our main blog page. So let's remove the recent posts from our blog page. To do that, let's go back and let's go to blog page. Scroll down. Here you will find the option blog sidebar position. So I don't want sidebar, so I'm clicking in this option. So our sidebar is gone. Also here you can see blog content length. I want to make it summary. So instead of full long text, we can only see the summary here on the blog page. And when we click on the read more button, it takes us to the single blog post page. So let's go back on blog customizing page, and here instead of read more you can say it any other thing you want. Like instead of read more you can say show more. I'm just showing you, here is the option, but read more seems more fine. We have more options to customize. Let's have a look. Let's go on the top, and also we can try this template. Let's click here. Yep, this one also looks good. But it looks too busy, so instead of 4 column, I want 3 column in a row. So to do that, let's scroll down. Scroll down. Here's the option number of columns. We can make it even more, 5 like this, but it looks more busy. So let's make it 3. Yep, it looks good now. And like the single blog post page, here you also find these options, like if you want to show the display post date or not. Like if you disable this option, if you disable it, you can see the post date, and if I enable it, I can see the post date right now. So you can customize this page following the same way we have customized our single blog post page. But so far I like this page, so let's click on publish and close this. Yep, our blog page looks nice and clean. Or even if we click on any category like WordPress, let's click on WordPress category here. Then you can see only the posts that we have selected under WordPress category. Alright. Even we can customize this page as well. So let's click on customize. Let's click on blog. To customize this category specific page, let's click on blog category and tag. So for this category pages, I also want this template. Let's scroll down. I also don't want these recent posts on our category pages. So let's select this one. So let's publish it for now. Close this. If we now go back to our blog page, it looks really nice and clean. And if we click on any single page like this single blog post, so this is our single blog post page, it also looks clean. And if we click on any category, here is our category specific page. Everything looks super clean and professional now.